February 1st, Logo in Hamburg. We're here to talk to Wes Borland, guitarist, mastermind of Black Light Burns, also guitarist in Limp Bizkit. Let's talk to Wes Borland. Welcome backstage in Hamburg. Guitarist, mastermind, painter, poet, Wes Borland.
Hi, thank you very much.
How's the tour going so far? According from your Facebook page, pretty good.
Yeah, it's been really fun, and it's going really well.
I think it's the first tour where you really use Facebook and Twitter also a little bit to drive people and to the VIP packages. I saw you reaching out there. Do you think, or do you feel that that has an impact on attendance or maybe purchases even?
I think it does. I think especially for tours like this that are more sort of smaller venues where there's more contact with the people attending, that it tends to be, Facebook can be a little more useful because people know when they come to the shows that they're going to meet us and they're going to get to talk to us, and that it's going to be very hands-on, and that we're going to be around the venue instead of just like appearing and then disappearing and going off to the next city.
What's the first spark, for example, for the latest record? Is that, did you have the painting first, or poems first, or lyrics first?
The new record, are you talking about The Moment or Lotus Island?
No, The Moment.
The Moment gestated over quite a long period of time. As soon as we finished Cruel Melody, we were already writing I was already in writing The Moment and doing drum tracks and recording and putting the album together, and it was written and recorded in bursts over a few years. And then, the first thing that with Black Light, usually I'm starting with. In a perfect world, I'm starting lyrics first or vocals first, and then building a shell of a song around that. But if it's not lyrics, it's usually like a bass line or something like that. Things get sparked in all different ways, and songwriting, there's no science to it. It just kind of happens when it happens. I've found that writing a song is kind of like its own animal. It just decides with me, it just decides when to pop into my head, and I just kind of take direction and follow it around.
When you put on makeup and you are on the stage for an hour and a half or longer, just from a guitarist's point of view, does that makeup, because when you do it like with all the arms, and does it at any point interfere with the playing, or when you have the makeup, when all the strings are all of a sudden?
No, it gets everywhere, but I usually don't put it on my hands, and I usually have something over my picking hand so that it's not getting all over the guitar. Mm-hmm. But it's oil-based, so it doesn't run with sweat, so that helps. And it's all uncomfortable and interferes, but it's fashion over function. So
the composition obviously is vastly different from Limp Bizkit to Black Light Burns. Was that something that you went out of your way to do, or is that just something that you heard and I can do this kind of music with Limp Bizkit, and I have other ideas, I want to do that?
I think that Cruel Melody, there are riffs that are a little more like guitar riffs that are a little more like could be Bizkit-y. Like there's a lot more areas that sort of cross over and bridge, and I wanted to get away from that later. When I started working on The Moment, I wanted to make sure that I never played any metal guitar whatsoever. There's at no point was I playing a riff that was metal or that could be metal. I wanted to put all the heaviness in the bass whenever things got heavy, and have the guitars be, instead of like a big palm muted humbucking kind of a junk sound, I wanted it to be wiry and aggressive and very rowdy sounding. So most of the guitars on the record are single coil pickup, usually in the neck position, just because they're more of like a bite instead of a punch, I guess, guitar-wise.
Yeah.
Which still delivers a heavy sound, but without the metalness, and that kind of further separates the two sounds.
What's your typical routine on show day as far as preparing really for the show? Do you warm up? Do you have like no big meal in front of the show? What's your routine there?
Yeah, I'll normally not have I'll normally try to eat earlier in the day, so that I'll eat a lot early in the day and not have a lot of, carbohydrates or things later in the day. I warm up my voice a lot. I drink a lot of tea, like a lot of honey and lemon and ginger tea, and I'm off drinking alcohol right now for a year. I just decided to not have any booze of any kind, alcohol of any kind for a year, and I'm about 3.5 months into that. So that's been interesting. Everyone's very happy. We can't believe, because I was on Google Maps looking at the drives in the icy weather over here, going, just turning white, just going, oh my God, we're gonna die. And now we don't have to. We've got a bus, so it's great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah, pleasure.